What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News Live. And I have some new news concerning AJ. What's up, guys? Slotello Presents is in the house. That's it. That's it. Everybody that's here, hit that like button. Hit like button, man. I'm just chilling. It's holiday season, and this is one of the reasons, right? To live every day like you're fullest, and that's what it's supposed to be. You know, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today as an interview that I've made several Counterpunch boxing news videos upon. Jim McDonald, Corner Morning, Halim Boston, Morning from the UK, Renee Kitoko. Is it right? Kitoko. Kitoko. Yeah, that's right. London in the building. La Day, Counterpunch to you. Femi Cancel, morning, waiting for you, bro, with my morning spliff. Nice. Nice to catch you live, bro. Absolutely. Joseph Ajayi, we guan now. Greetings from Ireland. Counterpunch to you. AJ getting real confident talking about those sparring sessions. Slotello Presents. I know I just dropped the video. He is. We're gonna talk about it all. Kennedy, Counterpunch to you. Ken, hey man, from Nigeria. Gentleman's game. Seems like AJ can't do anything right. Still, he gets hate. Oh no, he's gonna get hate. You know, hate. Renee, Frank Torcios. I'm watching AJ versus Ruiz too. Nice. Slew Dim 42 OYT. Yo, Counterpunch to you. October Red, good morning. Morning all with love from the UK. October Red, my favorite month. My month. And I was born on the 2nd. Nice name. Nice profile name. Amid Taha, hit the like button. Absolutely, guys. AJ gonna win. Slim Dim. Fernando Herrera. We live. Hell yeah, I got it. Let's go. Counterpunch to you. Torcano Vladimir. Hi from Moldova. Counterpunch to you. Misja Sanders. Morning from the Netherlands. Counterpunch to you. Ochena Ali. Counterpunch. Nigerian living. TIA, baby. What's up, Kurt from Nambia? Good. Nambia. I knew AJ's uppercut is the five punch in the heavyweight boxing today. Is the top 5. Cool. Michael Sherlock, Dublin in the house. Saw an interview where Tyson Fury spoke well about AJ. Yeah, I'm going to counterpunch that tomorrow. I mean, today. Sorry. Today is tomorrow for some people. And tomorrow's the day. Chris W, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Hooligan Music, sub Kurt, second time catching you live like forever. YouTube doing their job. Sometimes they do their job. Counterpunch to you. Saw an interview where Tyson Fury spoke. Okay. Salute from Qatar. Counterpunch to you. Kanizi. Counterpunch to you. Oh, daily betting tips. Forgot the rest. Big love from Australia. Halim Boston just started work. You guys are killing me. AJ Fury 50-50 fight. I mean, obviously so. There's no debate there. Willie Boy, slip and move. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Keep up the good work. Love Boxing TV. Counterpunch. Ken Festus. Bro, finding it difficult to call. As soon as I seen the interview, I knew you was going to make some videos on it. Fernando Herrera, you're right. You automatically know. I got to counterpunch that because there's many things when a person says, and you can go in depth, on what a person says during an interview, because there's many factors and many questions that are asked during an interview. And it was a lot said. And I've done several, and I'm not even done with that. because it's just so many and so much material to counter off that. Dino, Wagwan, Kurt, counterpunch to you. What's the Craig lads? Jim McDonald corner. Layla Ali got a crush on AJ. Oh shit. Every time she's asked about him in an interview, she says how handsome he is and that he's her favorite out of the big three of AJ, Fury, and Wilder. You better be careful with AJ. AJ might be a savage whore. Yeah, yeah. I like him black and tall, not small. Yeah, Layla Ali, come see me. Come see me. Look, man, that would be bad. Because, AJ, he's got a reputation for doing certain shit. You know that shit about Amir Khan and his wife and stuff like that, which I never covered, I don't think. But I'm just saying it exists. The rumor exists. So. Kata Richards, love you, Kurt. AJ is focused. He is. And you know what? It's like either fight someone else or fight that guy. You know what I mean? That's what it is. AJ has 3 belts and Fury has 2. 50-50 sounds a bit mad. I don't know what 2 it means. You mean the Ring magazine? Jim McDonald's. That's what I'm thinking. I'm Muhammad Ali. Come be with me, baby. AJ is the way. You think I'm handsome? Come get some. Here's Longland. Mir Khan. Yep. Hey, that's what they say. That's the word around the campfire. And they talk a lot. Yes, they do. The only problem, I think Layla Ali is absolutely gorgeous, but I might be very well talking about my sister. I'm the greatest. I told you I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest of all the women too. Everybody that see me, everybody I ran through, I'm the best. I'm the best. I told you. That's what they say. You're the best. Don't call me Clashes. Come see me. My name is Ali. Bars. Oh, man. Be some Game of Thrones shit. Something familiar about you. Yeah, I'm drawn to you, but I don't know why. It's the blood, And you can't say the shit's not deep because, look at Layla Ali. Ali is like, Layla's undefeated to this day. 43, fine, sexy, tall, to this day, right? So, that's boxing all the way. And then, she is like, you know what Layla Ali is right now? Layla Ali lives her life like a healthier, like a Marciano. And I mean by that, Rocky Marciano, kind of got, a belly and shit like that, but he was a spokesman. He was a celebrity. He was, a public figure. But he didn't box. He retired. He was undefeated, just like Layla. A lot of people don't realize that. Anki, big up to you from Germany. Legal battle with Wilder, so won't fight for a while. Fearing a legal battle? I mean, I don't doubt it because people are too quiet. Let's hit that like button. Hit those likes. We got 100 people on the chat right now. Let's get the likes up. Hit the like button, everyone, please, and thank you. Fury and let's see. I thought that was squashed. I don't know. Layla Ali said she was heartbroken when AJ lost to Ruiz. Man, a lot of people was heartbroken. I mean, people was fucked up over that loss. AJ was knocking out Klitschko and shit, and knocking out Charles Martin, pointing a faster, quicker Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker beat Ruiz, So, we just thought that's why triangle theories don't work in the sport of boxing. So let's do it. Kurt, you watched the AJ interview. Helene Boston, I did. Gentleman's game. Thoughts on Spence saying 60-30 for Bud? What if Canelo tells Spence 60-30? Would Spence take the fight then? Gentleman's game. It ain't going to be no 70-30 with fucking Canelo. Let me stop you right there. It ain't going to be none of that shit. It's going to be Canelo is going to offer him a certain amount of money to fight. Spence is going to take it because, first of all, Al Heyman's gave him the red light. I'm sorry, the green light. And he's gave him the green light because he knows that Canelo, with that fucking DAZN money, is guaranteed. That's it. It's guaranteed. He's going to make more money than he's ever made. He can retire off that particular fight if he wants to, but if he beats Canelo, it'll be a different story. But who cares, says Al Heyman, because I'll be making my soon investment anyway. See, the same amount of fights that Errol Spence might take him 4 or 5 more fights to get the money that Canelo should have fought him one time. So he gives him $25 million. And you think about a person like Errol Spence. What Errol Spence makes about $4 or $5 million a fight? Okay, that's 5 fights. He can retire off that. I've heard from a good source it will take it a while to resolve. That's what they say. Doing Cax is evil for doing to be continued when AJ brought in one of his trainers to describe Fury sparring session. We need to wait for part 2. Hell no, it was ingenious. I'll do the same shit. You ain't gonna see it all in one swoop. I'm gonna break that shit up. Slotella, I'm gonna break that shit up. Nah, coming soon, motherfuckers. Stay tuned. Coming soon. Stay tuned. Counterpunch Boxing News. It's the news that you can use, says Ali, and that's me. Oh, Femi. Sorry, Kurt. I always forget to hit the like button, but I've done it. Your analysis and explanation is very interesting and inspiring. Keep it up. Thank you. Interesting is a good term to describe me because it's just coming from where I think it's going to be. Let's hit the like button, though. We got 134 people in here. Let's hit that like button. Top Baba Tunde. Hi. Counterpunch to you, brother. Big love from London. Unverified. Bear. Love from London, UK. Thanks for keeping it 100. Appreciate you. Tony Gray. Why is Wilder calling out other fighters if he's so sure that he's fighting Fury next? He ain't so sure. That tells you that by itself. Tony, he's getting the fight because he's trying to secure the fight because maybe he's fucking hating. I don't know. I know he's trying to get the fight, but it's like this. The lawsuit people could be only a diversion. Okay, I'm going to do a video on this that breaks it down to get people to understand what I'm saying. The lawsuit itself could only be a diversion. Nikki Blue Eyes Counterpunch to you. Nikki in the building. Undial, good morning from South Africa. TIA, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hello from Macedonia. Kick bit B, or I always want to say kick bit, but it's kick BT. Counterpunch to you. Blackpool, UK in the house. Veronica, Bruce fucking Vane is saying Canelo's fighting 8 rigid. Canelo's fight 8 rigid, and that he is paying people to lose. Your thoughts? I have no idea. I mean, did he pay Canelo did some Roy Jones Jr. shit. I mean, are you ready for Christmas? Nikki, yes and no. I'm kind of like, I look at Christmas kind of like another day now. I used to love Christmas as a kid, but I mean, the older you get, you're like, okay, another day. I mean, I'm glad to be here another day. I'm glad to be here another Christmas if I make it, but not really. I mean, no, I mean, maybe it's just this year. This year's been shit. Yo, Kurt, saying from South Africa, keep up the good work. Honest, no bullshit. Singjing, Skippers, Counterpunch to you, brother. Appreciate you. Tope, Babatunde. I always love the way you break down the news all the time. I try, man. I try. Kurt, did you see that they saying Canelo used pads for the Callum Smith fight? Yeah, I seen. I didn't watch the video, but I seen sporting icons, you know, come up with it or mention it or whatever. I don't know how much weight it uses because if Canelo cheated, understand if Canelo cheated, guys. I'm just saying, I don't know if he did, and we don't know all that. But if he cheated, he would be no different from Jarrell Miller. And people should treat him as though. I don't give a fuck what he ate. I don't care what your diet is. It's what's in your system. Counterpunch. And I'm not pulling any punches on anybody, especially when someone's supposed to be so good at fighting. Yeah, Fury is his personal friend. Moonshine Blade, why are you ignoring me? I'm not ignoring you, Moonshine Blade. Let's see. What did you say? Let me go back. Okay, here we go. Kurt, you think you would have been more successful in the 90s, AJ or Fury? In the 90s? Ooh. Maybe AJ, because see, AJ was more of a fighter. That don't mean he couldn't get fucking caught like Ruiz. It probably would have happened early in his career, maybe, maybe not. Somebody like Tyson would have fucked AJ up because AJ was trying to. And then here's the thing, though. AJ's a new school fighter, so who would AJ try to become like if he was fighting in the 90s? He wouldn't try to mimic his rivals. It ain't like AJ's trying to rival or trying to act like Tyson Fury, or he's trying to rival, or sorry, she's trying to compete or mimic Deontay Wilder. He would try someone like maybe Muhammad Ali. I think in the 90s, AJ would have been a lot skinnier. I think so. I think he would have been a lot skinnier. I think it would have been, more like Cassius Clay instead of Muhammad Ali, because Cassius Clay was a fast, quick guy. You know what I mean? He was fast. He was quick. He threw a bunch of punches. I think Anthony Joshua wouldn't even been big at all. I think Anthony Joshua's physique, I think his whole persona is a well rounded Mike Tyson of this era. He's just tall as shit. I think the muscles, I think the physique, I think all this is pretty much based off of Mike Tyson. The head rolls and shit, you know what I mean? I honestly think that Anthony Joshua, he bases a lot of his influence from Mike Tyson. And I think that's why he does certain type of uppercuts. You see how he's throwing them fucking uppercuts? Who threw uppercuts like that? Right uppercuts? He threw those uppercuts like Tyson, throwing them in angles. Come on, from this angle. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's Mike Tyson. So if he was fighting Mike Tyson, he would have to mimic someone from yesteryear. You see what I'm saying? I think that if Anthony Joshua, that's a good question. Shouts out to you guys. Moonshine _Blade, appreciate you. If Joshua was fighting those guys in the 90s, I think he would be more looking at someone like Ali. Because Ali at that time in the 90s, you got the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. Ali fought in the 70s and he retired in the 90s, but in the 70s through the 60s, okay? It ain't that long when you really start putting these decades together, right? The 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and then the 2000s. Well, I think Joshua would have been influenced mostly by Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? He's political minded. He knows what's going on in his community or outside his community, and things work, politically the way they do. That's why he does certain things he does. That's why he says certain things he does. And I think that Anthony Joshua would be more of a stick and move kind of fighter. You know what I mean? He would have been like he started. Joshua started. He was thin. He was delgado, thin. Okay, that's how he was. You know, CJ Mars, I hope you enjoy the show. Zaros two-time. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. If Tyson stayed sober, who beats him? I guess no one. I don't know. I mean, I don't think Tyson had that big of a drug problem. I don't think, what do you mean? Are you talking about Mike Tyson or are you talking about Tyson Fury? But if Mike Tyson, you might have a point with that shit because he did stay high and he used to cheat to stay high. And that's bad. Mike Tyson was a modern day fucking Amy Winehouse. God bless the dead. But anyway, no. AJ versus Lennon Lewis. Oh, okay. I think AJ is a mix between Lennox Lewis and Vladimir. He is in between, but he still didn't find his style where he feels natural in. He is still thinking too much, in my opinion. Moonshine _ Blade. In the Pulev fight, he did kind of put you in the mind because the way his posture was. He didn't look like he was totally comfortable. He didn't. He looked like he was trying to figure shit out as he went. That's what he looked like. Especially when someone that was in front of him that was experienced, someone that he knew instinctively by review and observation, that's known to use the jab. And that's Pulev. Kubrat Pulev was in there, and he was a guy that was maybe an inch and a half shorter than him, coming in using certain movement. Okay. Heard your analysis on topics or issue on boxing are fucking interesting, bro. I'm loving this. Femi Cancel, appreciate you. Canelo suspects and gets red carpet for drug sample. Does this? I don't know. Just two. Let me go back. Okay, red carpet for drug samples. Does this Smith retain belts? I don't know. He should then, but they should call it a no contest and give the belts back. Then Canelo Alvarez will be fucked, or he should be fucked. Not saying he necessarily will, but he should be. You know, he got busted. What was it? Was it last year or was it a year before? No, Jarrell Miller's last year for Jarrell Miller. Canelo, wasn't it 17? No, it was 18, right? Because they fought in 18 and they fought at 17. Yeah. Jason Smith, good morning from UKGB. Counterpunch to you. Enzo, I don't know why any heavyweights who throws uppercuts with so much ease as AJ. That's a dangerous weapon no matter who you are. Yeah, but understand something. Uppercuts can be countered with what? Left hooks. So you have to be mindful of someone that's a big hooker. Kurt, do you think Billy Joe Saunders can beat Canelo? He's convinced that he can. He is. I think he can. But he has to do it in a certain taste. He has to take risks too while he's doing it because we don't know how protected Canelo really is. He might still be protected on high, network-wise, you know. Castro Abu Fool. Hey, man, maybe it's just me, but his movement is just so robotic. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's his form. You know, it's his form. Kurt, I got to ask a dumb question. Who are those chicks in the beginning of your videos? Models, friends of the channel, pretty much. That's it. You know, I know them all, and they model for the channel, you know, at certain times. You know, I'm a guy, I love to travel. So, you know, when I run into them, they are more than happy to help me with the promotion of the channel. Sex sales, you know, a lot of people have problems about, you know, the videos or the pictures. And I'm like, well, you have no problems with the Tecate girls or the Corona girls. Like what? Like these, they're holding shit. They're skimpy. They're holding up a ring. You know what I mean? They wear cleavage and all that good. You know, they're showing cleavage and all that stuff. Jaguar, they're beautiful. Appreciate it. You know, Mark, David, Muego, counterpunch to you, brother. You know, it's about AJ, pure and simple. His interview, pretty much. Let's hit that like button. We got 200 people on the chat. We only have 98 likes. The 98 people that hit the like button, counterpunch to you. Appreciate you. But let's get those likes up to 200. Why not? It's 200 people. Let's get 200 likes. Let's get the full Monty. You know? That helps weed out the haters because a lot of people, you know, you got 50 people that fucking hate you, but they're still watching. They're like this. People are complaining about models. Yeah. Ashe 54, they are. Send them to the Rovers, Kurt. Fanon 3 days ago did a part 5 on Fury cheating with Aram and Nevada Commission involved. Yeah, Ricky Torre. That shit's going to be. I mean, when I get time, yo, I'll do it. But it's like, if you got 10 channels, all of them saying the same shit, you can't counterpunch all 10 channels. For one, don't give a fuck about all 10 channels at all. Because some of them claim to be this LDB to the C or whatnot, but then a lot of them don't even really get hyped or noticed anyway. They're just hearing what someone else said. That's the difference between a follower. Problem for AJ, if he isn't sure of himself and style, Fury will take advantage of it. So if the fight happens next, I have Fury as a favorite. What do you think as a favorite? Moonshine Blade. I mean, look, Tyson Fury himself, how good is he at the style that he is? Has he perfected his own style? That ain't Tyson Fury's primary style. So we have to look at all that shit. You have AJ sticking and moving, finding himself, being more apprehensive, being more cautious, you know, and a lot of people look at that as a weakness. I call it being more intelligent and growing because he doesn't want to get hit and punched with every fucking thing. So Tyson Fury's went in and been training Crunk style. Will he do the same thing? Who is he familiar and comfortable with his style? Well, no. Kurt, people will start stripping of their clothes full Monty. Mark Kinsella, I have no problem with them. Thank you. Jonathan Jerome, I like what AJ is doing for the grassroots of British boxing. Big up to him. Yeah, that's good. I mean, the least you can do, if boxing has gave you so much, boxing is giving you a purpose. And I think for Anthony Joshua, I think he's more stoked on how physically wealthy he is, spiritually wealthy he is when it comes to the sport of boxing. How so? A lot of people get carried away with money. A lot of people just like the whole idea of getting paid. But Anthony Joshua was a guy that tried and started boxing because he thought he was getting locked the fuck up because he was in all kind of shit. He thought that he was going to jail. So he'd say, you know what? Let me take up boxing so I can keep people off my ass. Literally. You see what I mean? So it was one of those things for Joshua. Joshua looked at it like, look, it's an opportunity to change my life, to prepare me for a type of lifestyle that I put myself into. So he thought it was going to jail. That's why he got into the sport. I mean, think about it. Fighting Tyson Fury for Rolexes and shit, he knew, like, I was something that I'm trying to fight him for. I still believe Fury Wilder 3 will happen next. I just have a weird feeling about all this. And you should, Zaros, 2-time. Have you heard Tyson Fury talking about, he's talking about Anthony Joshua because he knows that's the fight that he wants to make. That's the retirement fight. But he also knows, and he also knows that, hey, this is an opportunity. or a possibility that this fight may not happen. It may not happen because if you have a guy that's you signed to fight and he's taking you to court or a mediator, you don't know how that's going to turn out. But like I told you guys, Ricardo G, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you, AJ. AJ, nowhere near fraud. Wilder, a weak one-trick pony. That's a heavy trick, though. Remember that. A lot of people have said that about Wilder. Oh, man, Wilder can't fight, and they ended up on their fucking back. You know, it happens. A lot of people, when you fight Wilder, you have to understand this is a person that's unorthodox. This is a person that doesn't give a shit about skill. This is also a person that can knock your fucking face off. And you have to realize that, okay? That's the realness. African combat sports. Hey, Kurt, counterpunch to you. Counterpunch to you, brother. Appreciate your super chat. Mike Wilder, don't even speak AJ's name. He knows better. He ain't even got his punk belt back. Oh, funk ass belt back. Okay, well, that's him. You know, that's Wilder. Well, I hope there be a Wilder Fury 3 for some weird reason. I have Wilder knocking him out. This is boxing. It's weird. But understand something. Don't ever underestimate a puncher. Just don't do it. Because a puncher like Wilder, a guy that can punch you and hit you with one single shot that can change the whole dynamics of the fight, is the fighter that you should pay attention to from round 1 to round 12. Regardless of what people think about Wilder, if he hits you with the right punch, you will go down. Ask Tyson Fury. He hit him twice, and he went down twice. You know. Cujo, what's up? London watching. Counterpunch of you, brother. Wilder needs to fight a credible name, not a cherry pick. DJ Coons, or Kuns, should I say? Blue Z1, Blue Z1. Still not convinced by Fury's punching power and timing of punch. He rarely catches fighters cleanly. The best punch I've seen him throw was the hook, was the body shot. It still landed, though. I'm not calling him a body puncher or any of that shit. You know, that's why you want to see Tyson Fury go at someone else again. Love your last video. Fury knows about my uppercut. Great counterpunch. Absolutely. Nikki Blue Eyes. Look, he knows about the uppercut. He got caught with that uppercut. Klitschko got caught with the uppercut, and we all know what almost happened to Klitschko's head and neck. Half his neck almost went with the rest of his fucking head upward to the monitor. You know, I've got a mate that can't fight, but I've seen him knock people out. Yeah. One punch snoring, Jason Smith. That's happened. Wilder's like that. You just got to go beat Wilder up to make sure Wilder don't have enough time, enough distance, enough space to do what he wants to do with you. That's what you got to do with Wilder. Now, easier said than done doing that shit, but that's what it is. We've seen it done. We've seen it done. That's all. Yeah, but Tyson Fury got knocked down by Cunningham, so he ain't got the best chin. Chin, I don't think that matters as much as will, as heart. Okay? I don't think it has so much to do with it. Unless you just get knocked out fucking cold, that's another story. You know, so you can't say that because you go down, you have a bad chin. You know? I don't believe in that. Deco Dickerson. I don't know what they will do. I think, and then here's the problem with Michael Hunter. Michael Hunter ain't that guy that I think they necessarily want to cling to into. See what I mean? I think if Michael Hunter beats Wilder in a fight, I don't think they will give him his props for one, and for two, I think Wilder's going to want a rematch if he loses, which is only right. Let's hit that like button. Whoever hasn't hit the like button, hit it for me. Will you? Clear knows about Dillian White's uppercut as well. Yeah, I heard those Barnes about that. I hate when politics takes over boxing. Well, Halim, it's always been that way. 250 people hit the like button, and that's what it is. You guys come out, hit that like button, and then come back in. Jack Obelisk. Hey, Kurt, what's up, brother? Can I punch to you? Looking diesel. Is that an advantage or disadvantage? I'm not sure. You know, you give Tyson Fury muscles like that, who will know if he'll be able to, take it to him. DJ Anton, Joshua will gas out. That's his biggest flaw. Good morning. I think Joshua will gas out if he fights at a high pace, because he did that with Klitschko, to be fair. He fought Klitschko, dropped Klitschko. Klitschko comes back same round. Next round, drops him down. 7th, 8th, 9th. Joshua was all over the place, tired as shit. Oh. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with Joshua? Right? He ran out of steam. He was trying to take on Dr. Steelhammer with a half a fucking tank. You better come in there with a full tank of gas. Counterpunch. And I had Vlad winning. I was like, nah, Vlad gonna knock him out. I like the dude because I seen him knock out Charles Martin. And he did it like, yo, I did that, No, Wilder is not the hardest punching heavyweight ever. Okay. Troy Graham, Michael Hunter is that ugly girl who's getting a little attention now, believes she's fine and deserves more attention. Troy, you're a trip. You are a trip. Wilder has a single hard shot. AJ throws hard combinations, and he's got single punching power. They're completely different from Wilder. Of course. I agree with that. AJ has learned how to pace himself like he did with Pulev, tried to finish him off in three and stepped off the pedal, recovery, and came again. Nice. Nikki Blue Eyes. Why White said he made Fury cry. I made him cry, man. I made him cry. He didn't want any more, man. He didn't want any more shit. I hit him to the body, his fucking back belly, and he was over. I told you. Ooh, Michael Hunter should fight F.A. Ajagba, but that would be a goodie. Yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah, I mean, it definitely would be. Because those are new guys. Those are new undefeated guys, and I think that will be another step, or possibly the last step for Joe Joyce. You have to remember, Joe Joyce is 35 years old. The motherfucker been doing shot and muck shit, amateurs and all that shit, fighting Usyk and all. Look, he's been there. Daniel Dubois ain't been that dude. Yeah, it's crazy. What Dillian White impression is that? I mean, I don't know. Shahid, I tried, right? Effie not ready. So Effie ain't ready for Joe Joyce. Okay. Your white impression sounded like a bloke from District 9. I don't know where District 9 is, Jimmy King, but I don't know. Ricky Torre, they should have stopped the fight. That's what I think about it. His AJ has a high punch rate and does not get tired. No, he gets tired. Bullshit. He just ain't got tired lately, but based on his other fights, he does get tired. Kurt, what do you honestly think of Efe Ajagba? I think he's a good fighter. I think he tries to be humble, but I think also he may be pushed to say certain things about his quote unquote secondhand countryman, Anthony Joshua. You heard Efe. He's not Nigerian. He's not Nigerian. I am Nigerian. But people talk about him more. He went to school, but he's not Nigerian. His parents are from Nigeria. That's what it is. Not to talk bad about him, not, but he's not Nigerian. Got beat up by a slow punching Joe. Can't believe it. That slow punching Joe was back, 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 back. He was getting him. All weight dependent, it could be. I know more weight is not good for Joshua, but is too much weight loss good for him? That is what you need to ask yourself about AJ. Efe and AJ ain't in the same level. No, they're not. Michael Hunter versus Oscar Rivas. Oh, that would be a good fight. I would watch that. Rivas versus Michael Hunter. That's a dangerous fight for Michael Hunter. Through and fucking through. If he can push through Oscar Rivas, he's got a legitimate name. I mean, besides the other prospect, he has somebody on that level. Want AJ to win Fighter of the Year next year because Fury already has two of them. One from 2015 and the other one from now. Theodore Dansu, what's popping? Dubai in the house. Counterpunch to you guys. I can't believe it. I said Joe would beat Triple D. Yeah, I did too. So rejoice. Yeah, we got that right. AJ took a rest against Vlad, got punished by Ruiz for gassing, but the problem was still there against Pulev. The problem, fuck that. The problem was still there with Ruiz. Fuck Pulev. He beat Pulev. I'm talking about when it mattered, he was not there. When it mattered, he was tired. When it mattered to dig deep, he couldn't. He didn't have the energy. Counterpunch. AJ got a better chin than Fury. Oh, man, it's crazy. Daryl Alexander, counterpunch to you. Tyson was the man to beat the man, but he has never defended a belt. AJ has multiple title defenses, and he got every belt at one at a time. Who is the true world champion? We need Fury AJ now. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I think this is what I think. I think that Anthony Joshua has legitimately showed that he was a champion. No ifs and buts, maybes, this, that, and the other. The only bump in the road, we can say the bump in the road now, or the obstacle, or whatever, or the miniature wall, was Andy Ruiz. He beat Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is back in training. He doesn't even want to fight anybody elite no more. So how well did he take his loss? So a lot of people be ragging on Wilder and shit, but you have to understand, a lot of people, I think a lot of more people don't rag on Andy Ruiz. So we should take the energy off Wilder at times and look at Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz's last fight he fought, he lost. He ain't fought in over a year. He lost to Anthony Joshua. He was outboxed. That he put that jab in his face. He moved, gave him ladder, bop. And then every time, Andy thought he was coming in, bop, bop, gave him something to think about. So it's compared to Tyson Fury, it's hard to compare those because you did something at 15 and got a lot of bullshit from the BBBSC, the UCAD, you know what I mean, and the drugs, the illegal drugs, using all that stuff was back then. That's a sore throat. Then you fast forward to 5 years later, then he wins and he gets that same shit threw upon him. Some impossible. You know. Yeah. Robert Brown, I'm off. Robert, I'm off like for the next. I got to go to a funeral at 12 though, honestly. So I got to split in a minute and lay my head down. Let's see, what do we got? AJ reminds me of Conor McGregor, always gassing out at some point. Who the fuck is this guy? You want a proper 12? In fact, I dropped a gift off to a relative of mine, and it was a bottle of proper 12. He calls me later on. It's like, I'm just letting you know I'm fucked up. Wow. Ruiz ate so much angelotas. Ate himself for the fight. Look, he did a Roberto Duran, guys. He did a Roberto Duran. He wasn't used to that type of money. So he said, fuck it. As long as I get in there and give a good effort. And I think Ruiz's problem was he felt that he could beat Anthony Joshua easier without training. Think about it. If you got a guy's number or you figure you got a guy's number in the ring with your style versus his style, you're not going to train as hard because you already know I know what to do. I know the ins and outs. I know the habits this guy has. I've beat him before. It ain't nothing to beat him again. Why, when I hit him with the right, I want to see his soul get on the fucking treadmill into a plane and fly back to the fucking UK. All right? Well, obviously it was more to that because Joshua was training. Joshua was training right now. Okay? So Andy Ruiz, and I mean, it's one of those things. He should have indeed tried harder or something. Smooth Will, what's up, Kurt? Damn, I'm on my way back to work. Super early in my area. Yep, it's super early in this area too, because it just turned 3:00. So, AJ was given the belts. AJ was given the belts by whom? The motherfuckers he fought, knocked out. He knocked 2 out of 3 ain't bad, motherfucker. He fought, knocked out Charles Martin. He knocked out, who else had it? Vladimir Klitschko. So that was for the IBF and the WBA. And he fought Joseph Parker for the WBO. So how the fuck did he get it? Like, who gave it to him? His victories, the things that he can do within the ring gave him that victory. Love and peace. Things to go out. Great morning. Appreciate you, Nikki Blue Eyes. Nikki Blue Eyes in the house. Brian Okongwo. Ruiz thought wrong. No two fighters are the same, even with the same fighters. That's true, especially if a guy that wants to change what he did wrong. And all Joshua did, use his height and his reach, kept him long, popped his ass at times with the jab. Most of the times with the jab, followed with a right hand. Then he would get a left uppercut in there. He would do that shit. He was doing that. Ruiz beats White, in my opinion. He could beat White. But White's a little trickier, though, at this point. I see Fury beating Wilder in a third fight. Should it happen, Fury Hafsa. Hafi, what's the time over there? Oh, the time is 3:08, Hafsa. Did you create that Instagram account yet? Troy Graham, Ruiz won't fight White. No, I don't think he'll fight anybody. That's why I'm hoping for White and Luis Ortiz to get it on. Because Andrew Ruiz is not the dude to really take on the best. He's the dude now that looks for the best fights. Understand that. Kurt, you on some old ass kissing shit today. You said yourself that Fury hasn't really fought anyone but Wilder and Klitschko. Keep it real, Kurt. I mean, shit. I mean, has he fought anyone else? Cunningham, Chisora, okay. Who else? You know? Just imagine if Fury fought Klitschko a second time. Fury would not be so up on his high horse. Klitschko would take that W in a rematch. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, he never gave him the opportunity. Been preparing for my medical state exam. Just finished one today. Shouts out to you. Congratulations. I'm glad you finished. Keep up the good work. Thank you for your support. Hafsa Hafi. Wow, that's good. You're going to be a doctor over here or a specialist in the medical field. Nice. We want to see AJ KO Fury. Like a lot of people wanted to see Manny Pacquiao knock out Floyd. It might not happen. Dino Boxing. Entertainment TV. Fury got to stop running and take the fight, and AJ is not happening. I don't know. It might not happen now. Kurt, I would love to get you on my channel. October Red. Inbox me on Instagram. You got it. Depends on the topic. You know, let's do it. Why not? Did you see what Andy Ruiz said in his new video? He said he's losing all the weight for AJ. No, I didn't see that at all. I did not see that at all. I do need to watch and look at that. Send me a link through Instagram, please, so I can check it out and counterpunch it today. It'll go out today. Alcineo, welcome to Counterpunch Silver. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Welcome member, new member. I just dropped a bomb interview for you guys only. Stay tuned for that. A good 16-minute video about that, about what happened with my haters. Okay, that's what. So if you guys want to check that out, become a member. Great content. What do you think about Sanchez with Reynoso? Saludos. Saludos para ti. I think, Mario, I think this. Frank Sanchez with the Reynosos is good for him. It makes him aggressive. He gives him another dynamic. A lot of Cuban fighters believe in the Cuban style, right? The Cuban style is a lot of cat and mouse. That means they use a lot of foot movement to make you come towards them. Once you come towards them, they give you something to back your ass up about. But the whole idea is to make you come towards them so they can be prepared to counter off your movement. Frank Sanchez now knows how to do other things on the inside. He wants to practice on. They want to practice those guys being more aggressive. He said, I told people for 5 years that Manny Pacquiao be outboxed. Manny should have fought more. I mean, he was doing pretty good. Somebody just parried over and boom, caught Floyd like he did. Feet. Bellew said Canelo's on PEDs. Look, I've been hearing that. If there's a truth to it, I'll get to the bottom of it. But we have to respect each and every fighter. You know, if they test negative, you can't keep badgering them. There's nothing else to work on. You know? But definitely, so I will. I'm on it. I'm on it. Wilder will fight the winner of AA and Fury. Nah, not necessarily. Not necessarily. because what'll happen with that, you'll have like you have Usyk. Now let's say Joshua waits him out. He signs a what you call a contract, right? To step aside. If he does that, so he can fight Fury, he's going to come back and fight Usyk. He won't be Wilder. Wilder has no belts or no reason and no position to fight anybody for any reason, except for Fury in the contract. So it is what it is. I think would be better for AJ to fight Usyk as prep for Fury. Just the movement piece alone is a good contest. Well, I think he'd rather go right for the gusto. Damn to be prepared for a person to be prepared for him and then go in there and fight him. Why is it okay you don't want to go to the cards against Canelo? Because you don't. You do. You do not. Because he will beat your ass each and every time. Counterpunch. Eunice Khalid, Wilder is always dangerous. Absolutely, he's always dangerous. Counterpunch to you. You know? I think AJ will surprise people how easy it is to beat Usyk. Ooh, that's definitely his next mandatory. What is your take on Wilder is mentally broken? I'm not sure. I mean, we can support that. We can support it. Has he been to a shrink? No. Coming to the things that he said, okay. But he's definitely got out of the spotlight. So I'm not sure. Okay, got you. Got you. Get Usyk the fuck out of here. AJ gonna fight Fury to unify. Hey, easier said than done. Usyk is the guy. Carnell doesn't have the golden boy protection. That one, sketchy scorecards is gone. Don't know. Maybe he talked to the people that, does that have everything to do with Canelo? No, not really, but he's the poster child of all that stuff. AJ will beat Usyk to the punch and range all night and give them Pulev. Okay. Oh, we going hard. We going hard in the world of chat, guys. We going hard over here. Hafsa. Okay. I take it back. Usyk like Loma overrated. I think they're good fighters. I think they're very good fighters. Very, very committed, very, very skilled. I feel really bad for Smith. Yeah, he got his arm busted. Mike Hall, AJ will be pissed down Wilder legs. Will beat the piss down Wilder legs and smother the right. Wherever he can hit him, he probably will. Just as long as not the ball sack. Wilder's okay, but he was always very limited. Yeah. But I think that's what made him dangerous, though. You don't see it. He's going to throw a sniper right hand and knock you the fuck in the next week. You just seen him with a jab and winging these left hands and shit. I'm like, where did it come from? Wilder is a bad matchup for AJ. We'll see. We will see. Jason Peak Mark going to be hard for Wilder fighting Ruiz the same time Ruiz has to beat. What is a better resume? Not sure. Honestly. What is Andy Ruiz's record? Joshua Chot twice, Joseph Parker. It's pretty much it. Speculation has been because, based on the residue and the experience, Joshua outdoes them all. Wow. No, ain't that something? I would like to see Wilder get whooped again by someone like Ruiz or David. Well, it may happen, it may not. The whole idea is the fighters getting prepared and not allowing the have benefited from another month of training. Of course he would have. Of course. Yes. Believe that shit. I do want Wilder to see AJ versus Fury. That would be big. And that would also show, that he's interested. I'll fight anybody, anytime, and well. You try to cheat me, Tyson Fury. You's a coward. You and your bitch. you know. But guys, I've been on here an hour. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys have a happy holiday season, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, all that good stuff. The Haram, Ramadan, all that. You guys have a great night. Be best, be safe. And I will hit you back as time permits. Stay tuned for more up and coming videos. Counterpunching from yours truly, Kurt D. Ville. Everybody on the chat, Christmas, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace. Darling, just down my heart.